Alright guys, welcome aboard. We're going to continue our flight from Vacaville, California, and we're going to go down to, I think, Monterey via the Bay Area. So let's jump in the old Eclipse here. Get her fired up. You might notice a little bit different lighting here. I'm trying a little experiment, see what the lighting's like if I switched around here on me a little bit. Yeah, let's see here. Let's get our electrical stuff on. Cabin air, nav lights, beacon. Turn that up. Get the panel lights up. Get the autopilot on. And let's start doing our flight plan here. Make sure music is off. Yes, it is. Switch that over. Turn these two guys off, and let's punch in all our waypoints here. So, like I said, we're over in Vacaville, what is it, VCB. We're going to go to Monterey, which is KMRY, and we're going to put a waypoint, insert before. We're going to put a waypoint in there. I think I'm just going to put in Half Moon Bay, just for the heck of it. K-A-H-A, where is it? F. Bang, there we go, Half Moon Bay. Alright, perfect. And we're going to go direct to there. Aircraft. Alright, I think that's good enough. Let's see here. Map, flight plan, plan. Get back up here. Alright. I guess we can delete that. Let's see. Remove waypoint. Yes. Alright. There we go. Alright. Vacaville. Over to Half Moon Bay. We're not going to be landing there. At least I'm not planning on it. And then over to Monterey. You can see it's kind of skirts right around the Bay Area. We'll go right over downtown San Francisco. Then over what is it, Santa Cruz, and then into Monterey. Pretty straight shot. Not very long. 57 miles over to Half Moon Bay, and then to 64. Heading south down to Monterey. So let's get plan off, flight plan off. Zoom this in just a little bit. And we're not going to be going up too high, so let's go for, because we want to do some scenery looking here. Let's just go up to 16,000 feet to start out with. We'll get our speed at 230 and rate of climb somewhere around 2,500. And let's take a quick look at our altimeter setting is 3015. Let me punch that in, 3015. And let's pop over here and check our ground. We'll get the chocks off, doors closed, weight, fuel looks good, sounds all up. Alright, looking good. I think we're ready to get started here. Let's fire up the engines. And while they are coming online, let's take a quick look at our airport map here. VCB, like a bill, right? I forgot where that's. VCB, yeah, that's right. Forgot where the hell I was at. Hope everybody's doing good. Staying safe with the Chinese virus there. I've got my coffee here for me today. Where are we? We are sitting on a ramp here. I think we're going to take off runway 20. I didn't pay attention to the winds. Let's see what they're at. Out of the north at 10 to 19 knots. Uh-oh. Okay. On second thought, we're going to be taking off runway 2. Because winds are 010. So yeah, we'll be doing runway 2 here. Might be a little bumpy coming out of here. So let's go ahead and load our departure out of here. We'll just put the runway in at least. Runway 2. Nothing else. Alright. and then we'll figure out what runway we're going to come in on when we get over to Monterey. Alright, so we're going to take a left out of here, come down, taxi to another left, all the way to runway 2, and then get on out of here. Minimize my my weather on the other screen so it's not blocking stuff. And we are going to be VFR here, so let's go transponder, VFR, altitude. Go back. We'll leave this down here just so we can keep an eye on where we're taxiing. And let's see, flaps set for takeoff. Throttle up, brakes off. Try not to hit any of these Cessnas over here. Alright, so flaps are set for takeoff. Tight turnaround here. We're going to kind of cut in front of this, this is an APU or something right there. Make sure we don't whack it with our wing. Alright, let's get that out of the way. We don't need that. Recognition lights can come on, strobes on. We'll get the landing lights on in a minute. Just some high clouds in the area right now, so it should be a nice flight over to the Bay Area. Once we get out of any turbulence here with the local winds, I'm going to readjust my chair here a little bit. Alright, let's get the trim tab set. Alright, there we go, set for takeoff, flaps. And let's go ahead and get landing lights on. That windsock might be a little bumpy coming out of here. Alright, lights, camera, action, flaps, transponder, trim tab, all that good stuff. Alright, power up, get her up to 101%. Try to maintain the center line here. There's 101. Airspeed is alive. And let's rotate out of here. Positive rate, gear up, flaps up, and as expected, it's a little bumpy here. Let's turn down the noise here a little bit. There we go. That's better. I always like to have the sound up when I'm departing. Alright, flight director can come on. Let's go autopilot on. We're going to go to heading. Just align our heading hold there. Let the plane speed up here, and then we'll make, I think we're going to make a right-hand turn. We'll cruise out over Travis Air Force Base. I'm going to go ahead and hit indicated airspeed here. Let's get sped up. In the bumps here. Our airspeed's kind of all over the place. And you can see Travis right back there. Actually, I think right there and right there. Alright, let's go ahead and start making our turn. A little background music there. Alright, landing lights can come off. Always windy out here. Gonna come back around and go over to the north side of Travis right there, which you can see out the window. Gonna go fly right over my old apartment. Hey Scott, how you doing? My channel popped up and then disappeared. Yeah, YouTube's a little wacky. Where's the trim tab on the Eclipse? You know, I have it mapped to a button, and so I believe there's your trim, so you can actually manipulate it if you're, you know, coming over here. So you can see, well, if I trim it right now, it will disconnect the autopilot. But here's the elevator trim, the view at least. I don't believe there is an actual trim wheel anywhere.
Unable to find view ID. Unable to find view ID file.
Sorry, looking for my views. Yeah, but I think that's the only trim that I know of right here, and I have it mapped to the exact same button on my joystick. You're still breathing. Good. How's it over there in where are you? Like Long Island or something? Yeah, New York's been hit pretty hard. More so than California, that's for sure. Alright, let's take a look at Travis here. Yeah, I used to be stationed here. Matter of fact, my daughter was born at the hospital right here. This whole thing is the base, and actually I think, yeah, that's the hospital right there. There's the Aero Club. I used to fly out of there, although it's kind of funky. They got the runways off a little bit here. Over the Delta. Oh, nice. You got your house. That's cool. Yeah, I remember you saying you were moving out. I come over the north side of the Bay Area here. Harrison Ford flight last night from Hawthorne to Case San Diego. What do you mean by Harrison Ford? I know he had a little incident there again at Hawthorne. Crossed the runway when he wasn't supposed to. I'm not sure, was he going to San Diego, or he just Hawthorne to wherever? Alright, let's see, what are we? 14,000. I'm gonna go ahead and speed up to 250. And go about 1600 on vertical speed. I'm going to set this for 274. Get our auto throttle on, so we're all good. Lots of moving, huh? That must have sucked too, especially with like the whole virus thing going on. Alright, so let's see here. So San Francisco dead ahead. You didn't have any problems crossing the runway? Yeah, when I first heard that, I was like, really? There's like one runway there. What the heck was he doing? I mean, he's getting up there. He might be a little hard of hearing. Bought the Cheyenne, but you're having issues with it falling out of the sky. I think maybe it's a little user error. Oh, that's good. So you got moved in before the whole virus thing started. Yeah, it's been pretty annoying here in California. Governor Newsom started saying he was going to close all the beaches in a couple, like a week or so ago. 7 subs. Yeah, I didn't even notice that. But then he backed down after a bunch of people started protesting, and I think he got sued. I think they're suing him. I think like Orange County or something. Yeah, Ford there. I heard the radio call that he did. You know, I don't know, from on the newscast or something. And yeah, it sounds like he just totally didn't hear it. He didn't hear him being told to hold short. Hey, Fly Guy. No, we're just we're offline right now. Just doing a fun flight over the Bay Area. Last flight I did was from, I think, Tahoe or Reno over to Vacaville out in, well, I guess you call it East Bay, just near Sacramento, between Sacramento and the Bay Area. So now we are going out over San Francisco here, and we're gonna head down to Monterey. You've been told to watch out for Coronado planes. How come? They're kind of finicky or something? What issues you mean with the plane there? I see you said it malfunctions. Are you having like issues with it running properly in X-plane? Because I started, I was going to do a flight with the, not a Coronado, but the 757, and it started crashing on me when I was trying to taxi. I was having a lot of sound issues, I think, with that. So I kind of gave up on that and jumped back in the Eclipse. Nice shot of San Francisco here. Let's take a look at Oakland. And we got the Bay Bridge here. This is the one that collapsed during that earthquake back in 90, whenever. I don't even remember now. One of the span, well, this is the new one here. They've replaced this entire bridge, but at least on the old one, I think they replaced this down here. But this part is still the original, I believe. It was one of the double-decker spans that fell down. Oh, XP doesn't like them either, huh? I don't believe I have any of them. I don't have any Coronado planes. I have like the Just Flight. You know, this one here, and then the Airbus. Nice shot of Sausalito down here. All flash and no substance, huh? Yeah, I've been debating whether to buy anything new for Xplane. Just because, you know, Microsoft is going to be out hopefully soon. Or later on this year. And I don't want to spend a ton of money on Xplane. Not that I'm going to give up Xplane, but I want to see what I'm going to have to invest in Microsoft. Oh, you have the Phenom jet. Yeah, I've been pretty much stuck in the Eclipse here for a while. I'm gonna have to do something, something else. Which is why I said I was getting into the 757 again. I was gonna do some streaming with that, and I do have, well, not a too old version of the Zibo. That I updated not too long ago. So I might just jump into Zibo. Alright, Half Moon Bay coming up. Right when we're getting over the clouds. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. When you get any new airplane, you just kind of watch a few videos, you know, from whoever on YouTube. See them going through the process, and once you do it a couple times, you get it pretty quick. Yeah, that's why I like I love flying this thing, because it's pretty much idiot proof, I would say. It's very easy to fly, and it's fun, and you know, you can do flights like this where it's like, you know, I'm literally just kind of flying VFR, and the autopilot's nice. Although I wish I could get it up faster without porpoising. I can't get it above 275. After 275 it starts porpoising on me. Alright, did we yet? We went over Half Moon Bay here. Coffee. Man, it's roasting in California here today. It's like 100 degrees. It's, what is it, just after 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So yeah, it's right around 100. I think it was 99 when I came in to start the stream. So after I do this, I might just run out to the beach. The beaches are open again. Although it's kind of funny because they're not letting people sort of congregate, so you can't just take your towel, go lay on the beach. You have to keep walking, which makes no sense whatsoever. Other than, you know, they just don't want a ton of people showing up at the beach, so they're putting in all these weird rules. Alright, so what do we got? We got 58 miles. Let's go ahead and dip down below the clouds here a little bit. We'll go down to 12,000. Let our speed bleed off here just for a tiny bit. Vertical speed. Oh, and turboprops? I'm not good at turboprops. Sorry, I can't help you there. You gotta figure that out. I haven't seen a decent turboprop that I want to get yet, so I'm not totally familiar with you know, the procedures for leaning out and adjusting the props and all that. Since I'm usually flying jets or you know, just simple GA. Yeah, I hear it's cold over there on the East Coast. Yeah, because it was we had like a little bit of a heat wave the other week, and then it got nice. It was like in the you know, around 80, mid 80s, and then yesterday and today, roasting hot. It's going to be hot through Friday, and then I think through the weekend too, but not as bad. Today's supposed to be the hottest day, like I said, at my house, and I'm inland a little bit, like 10-12 miles inland from the coast, so it's like 100 degrees. But even I think at the beach they were saying it was going to be 100 today, because we get an offshore flow, so even along the coastline it's pretty hot. And get down below the cloud deck here, and we will make believe like we're still VFR. Yeah, I mean, I know you'd feather it. You'd feather an engine if you shut it down in flight, but you have to adjust the prop to you know, get a specific RPM and all that. And I don't really fly any of those planes. All right, here we go. Get out of that cloud deck. Let's go over to Santa Cruz here. Or are we? Yeah, we should be going over right over Santa Cruz. Dead ahead. And then a quick hop around Monterey Bay. Yeah, like I said, Scott, I haven't found anything decent to spend money on, a decent, you know, like turboprop yet for X-plane. I'm hoping there's something in the works, or we get a decent one in Microsoft FlightSim. Matter of fact, we're gonna kind of cut across here. I'm gonna kind of hug the coastline here, so there's something to look at. And while we do that, let's go ahead and bring up the chart for Monterey. MRY. And it looks like it's VFR, so I'm going to check the weather. KMRY. Winds are out of the north at 9. Altimeter 3012. Alright, out of the north, so I'm guessing we're going to be landing runway 10. Alright, so we'll make a VFR pattern for runway 10. Yeah, winds are 340 at 9. Yeah, I guess either or. It really doesn't matter. We could take either runway, but we'll come in on runway 10. What the heck? About, what, 25 miles out or so. Yeah, we're just over Santa Cruz. Although I realized that, let me see, do I have ortho here? Yeah. Although it's kind of patchy, unfortunately. Yeah, actually I just did this ortho, so this is the first time seeing this ortho. You can see the square basically cut off Santa Cruz. And I just did that ortho before the flight because I wanted to get downtown Santa Cruz in here. That's the first time seeing that ortho, and unfortunately in the Bay Area here it doesn't do a very good job of patching them together, even though they're I believe they're the same zoom level and same provider, you know, Bing. So you get these funky discolorations. I get the same in the LA area, although it's not as, well, not as bad. Alright, let's go ahead and turn right for the airport. Well, pretty much for the airport. I'll get down to 2,000 feet. Vertical speed. Let's slow down to 250. And Monterey are right over there. What's going on here? Oh, see, you got sped up a little bit and started porpoising on me. Go. Come on, throttle. Hold back. Oh, hazy over here today. Nice sand dunes over here. I know that you take your dune buggies and whatnot out on the beach right here. It's been a little while since I've been up to the Bay Area or Monterey here. Whenever I did, when I used to live in over at Travis, I was stationed at Travis, and I, you know, so I frequented the Bay Area and would come down here every once in a while. Used to go over to the aquarium. Whoa, low down. Monterey Bay Aquarium, which I believe is this right here. Yeah, that's it, right over here. As things start to pop in here. And there's our airport. A little trivia again, movie trivia. So if you remember the Star Trek movie, what was it? The Voyage Home, where the Spock got revived, you know, they got Spock back to life, so to speak, and they go into the Bay Area by accident. They go over, do a time warp, and they end up in San Francisco. And they got to get the whales and bring them back and all that crap. Well, the scenes at the aquarium are actually shot here. And let's see if I can show it to you here. Alright, I know this is going by fast, but there's a pool right here. That's where they shot the scenes where supposedly they kept the whale. It's actually like a sea lion park, outdoor part right there. But they did some CGI and made it look like it was like a big filled-in, you know, thing with water. Yeah, is that the one? Star Trek 4, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, kill the autopilot. Let's go ahead and take this manually here. My throttle's sliding around on my desk. Hey Luke, you should fly down to SoCal sometime. Well, that's usually where I'm flying, so this is a little bit of a departure. If you look at my channel, usually I fly in Southern California, since that's where I live in real life. So I'm doing a little bit something different here by flying up Northern California right now. But most of my flying is done in the Southwest out of Southern California. And I'm going to get us slowed up here a little bit. Alright, let's take a look back. We'll just turn final here. I'm going to drop gear. I'm going to bring some sound up. And kill the music and hopefully not run into the mountains at the same time. Alright. First notch of flaps. And landing light on. We'll see how these winds hold up. 306 now. That's a little bit different than what's getting reported. My lights are on. Let's see. Yep, lights are all on. Gears down. Flaps are coming down to full right now. A little high. And I get power all the way to idle. And I'm not quite sure what zoom level I have here. I'm going to have to double check. It doesn't look that great. Might be one of those spots that I had like 14. There's a few squares, few tiles that I did at a lower zoom level back before I had more disk space. Bring the power up a little bit. Get us stabilized there. About a 10 knot headwind here. Alright, power back. A little bit of a bumpy landing there. What did I get? 184. Heavy braking, flaps up. Yeah, I've flown into Big Bear. Like I said, most of my flying, if you look at my channel, is all in Southern California. So I've done a whole bunch of flying into pretty much every airport in like the LA area, San Diego. Matter of fact, a lot of the airports I use the World Editor to modify the airports and whatnot. I think I'm going to taxi straight ahead right here. So welcome to Monterey. I know there's a good, I think there's a good payware scenery. Oh, fuel truck. Where the heck are you going? Looks like I'm in the in the middle of the fuel truck. This should be fun. Middle of the fuel truck route. Alright, there we go. Park and brake on. Wrong way. Shut everything down. Welcome to Monterey. Maybe we'll reset and do it one more flight. What do you think? Off. I don't know, guys. You want to do another flight? Because that was pretty short. I Maybe we'll go down and get away from this crazy fuel truck right here. Holy moly. And there's our little beamer coming to pick us up. Let's see here. What do we want to do? Let's go ahead and I do one other short flight. Let's go ahead and since we're talking about Southern California, we'll go do that. Matter of fact, we'll do Big Bear. What the heck? Why not? KB. I forgot what Big Bear is. Let's see. Let me look at my other screen here. Matter of fact, I'll bring that up so you can see it. Let's see, display capture. There we go. Guess I gotta trim that a little bit. Let's see. There we go. All right, let's go flight plan, clear that out. You know, I think in real life they do, but I don't really bother most of the time. Yeah, your lovely rental car. All right, let's cruise on down here. We'll go Big Bear since Luke mentioned it. What is it? KL35. Jump back here, KL35. Or what the heck is it? What is it? Yeah, KL35, Big Bear City. Let's see if we can just find it by going Big Bear. Big Bear City. RBF. Okay. Let's customize it here. Sure, we'll do north ramp. No, let's do the south ramp. East ramp. There we go. All right, let me go ahead and reset that. And then, things chopping my head off here. Where do we want to go? Big Bear to, come on. And Big Bear. I don't know, guys, where do you want to go? Big Bear to where in Southern California? I got LA, we got Orange County, we got San Diego. Big Bear has an alpine slide. Yeah, I've not been to Big Bear in a little while. I flew in there in real life, you know, way back, like, what was that? Early 90s, I think, was the last time I've flown in there. So, Big Bear to where? Everybody vote. Let me know where you want to go. We can even go Big Bear out to the desert someplace. If you want to go Palm Springs, that's kind of short, but... All right, here we are, Big Bear. Let me get rid of this. Display capture. Let's pop out of Big Bear, have a look around. So, here's Big Bear, and there's the lake. Kind of dead over here. Thought I had more planes in here. There's a couple static planes. Alright, if nobody's gonna vote, at least I don't see it on I don't see it on chat where you guys want to go. I'm just gonna get fired up and then we'll head out wherever. RNAV to 26, yeah, maybe. Last time I flown in here was VFR, but all right, let's get fired up. Boom, boom. Get the power up. Make sure that's on so we can breathe. Yeah, oh, wrong one. Nav, beacon, autopilot, flight plan. Make sure that's turned up. And let me double check my weather here. 3012 at, no, we're not at Monterey anymore. Nearest weather, Big Bear, here we go. 3027, I don't have my glasses on, so I gotta squint. 3027. Let's go ahead and clear this out. Delete, yes. Add KL35, KL35, Big Bear. I barely know California. All right, I see Harrisoni's crossing 2 runways. Yeah. You know what? Let's cruise over to Santa Ana. What the heck? We'll go over to Harrison Ford's stomping ground. See if we can maybe land on the taxiway. So we'll go over to Santa Ana. KSNA. All right, good to go. Let's get fired up here. What do I got to do? Oh yeah, on. Oh wait a minute. Did we close the doors? I can't remember. Ground. Yep. Sound. Wait. Plenty of fuel. Yep, we're good to go. Whoa. Alright. We'll get the engines fired up here. I guess I'll turn down the sound a little bit for that. Alright, we are powered up. Let me take a quick look at my weather. Winds are 260 at 8, gusting 215. Okay, I guess we're taking off to the west. Another bumpy flight out of Big Bear. Alright, let's go beacon on, recognition lights on, and I believe we're just going to taxi over to the end there. Burger King parking lot. Is there a Burger King parking lot? I know there's the In-N-Out. Alright, parking brake off. Get our trim tab set. Gonna be kind of high here today. Flaps set. Parking brake off. Let's get powered up. Transponder, altitude, VFR. My new puppy is barking in the background. And what do we got? 61 miles. So a quick hop over to Santa Ana. Yep, yaw dampener off. Doing quite a fast taxi there. Alright, lights on, camera, transponder, and action. Flaps are set, trim tab is set. And since we're way up here at 6,700 feet, we're going to hold on the brakes, bring the power all the way up before we release our brakes. There we go. All right. We'll buzz the lake here. We'll do a little crazy flying. I'll wait until we get almost to the end of the runway before I rotate here. Get off the ground, gear up, flaps up, and pitch down. Get nice and fast over the lake here. Give the folks over here with the cabins on the lake a little air show. turn down the volume just a little bit more. Alright, ready? Let's go up. Ooh, look at that little pocket rocket here. Come on, pick up speed. Alright, look at that. We're already at 10,000 feet. So I think I'm just going to hand fly this the whole way. I won't even use autopilot. 110, so we'll see how fast we can get going here. We'll get above the that 274 autopilot restriction on the airspeed. Goodbye, Big Bear. Come over the San Bernardino Mountains here. Going right for, I believe that is the former Norton Air Force Base, right there. I think it's currently called, I don't even know if that's an active airport at the moment here. Let me look. Yeah, San Bernardino. Used to be, it's called San Bernardino International, but it used to be Norton Air Force Base, I believe. Stop pitching up here. Look where I'm going. Yeah, we're just going to leave the power at 110. There we go. Take a look down here. So actually this guy here right ahead of us I believe is Redlands, and that is San Bernardino. Right there. This guy is Redlands, yeah. So this used to be Norton Air Force Base. Excuse me. You're way at Long Island weather's bipolar, yeah. Yeah, the weather in Southern California is pretty much the same all the time. Although I don't think it's this hazy in real life right now, so I'm not sure where all this haze is coming from. Yeah, look at our airspeed. We're gonna keep going. Yeah, look at us. We're going full eye of far here. Let me get down below the haze layer. It's actually totally gorgeous today. Not a cloud in the sky. Maybe just some high wispy ones for right now. And visibility looks pretty good, because if I go in my backyard I can see about, I don't know, I can probably see about 30 or 40 miles over the valley all the way to the mountains. In fact, if I look out my back window, I see this peak right here. So that's pretty far. Mount San Jacinto there, next to Palm Springs. Oh yeah, no, the beaches are totally different, Scott, yeah. I'm gonna take my new dog over to Del Mar, probably later on this week. Del Mar's over in San Diego County. And it's one of the few beaches in San Diego that year-round you can, yeah, we're just maxing it out here. Well, that's the nice thing. Without the autopilot, I could just go red line. It's nice and smooth anyway. But yeah, Del Mar is one of the few beaches in San Diego County that allows dogs year-round on leash, and they kind of have different sections of the beach. The north side of Del Mar is actually, it's called Dog Beach, because you can have dogs off leash year-round. And then there's a small section right in the center where you're not supposed to have a dog, which is fine. But you can kind of bring your dog down either side and then go south with them on leash year-round. So a lot of people walking their dogs, especially at low tide. It's real nice because the beach is nice and flat, and you can kind of run around in the water that's like ankle deep. I haven't even paid attention. What are we at? 5,800 feet here. And I'm pretty sure the weather in Santa Ana is winds out of 210 at 8, altimeter 29er 86. I don't know about that. Take a look here on real life. Altimeter is 29er 88. Okay, I'll buy that. The big pressure difference between Big Bear and here. 29er 0 over at San Bernardino. And yeah, Big Bear 3026. Well, alright. Alright, 29er 86 it is. That's where we get those Santa Ana winds. So you get basically winds kind of, even though on shore right here, they're blowing from the coast inland, and that keeps the temperatures along the coast a little cooler. But generally the winds are out of the, sort of out of the north, and they come down, and as they come down the hill, they heat up, and that's why it is hot everywhere else, and usually it's still a little bit cooler in holy frame rates. It's usually a little cooler still at the coastline. It's my frames 22. Yee. All right, coming over Anaheim Hills here. And Yorba Linda. This is Yorba Linda, and this is Anaheim Hills. That's Anaheim down there. And just kind of eyeballing it here. We'll head for the freeway right here. And then turn across the freeway and into Santa Ana. Try not to do a Harrison Ford and land on the taxiway. Buzz, well, I guess we could have buzzed Disneyland. There's nobody there, it's shut down. Where is it? Where is Disney? In the grand scheme of things, Disneyland is actually kind of small. It's sort of hard to find. I believe... No, that's a stadium. So Disney is someplace... Oh, I don't know. Alright, let's get back in the plane here. Alright, power all the way back. Come across the little bend in the freeway right here. I'll let that speed bleed off. Yeah, California's a pretty big place, so it's kind of funny because I'm originally from the East Coast, so you know, I have people that are always like, you know, there's like a fire or something in Northern California, and they, you know, they call me up and they're like, "Are you okay?" It's like 500 miles away. I'm nowhere near it. It's kind of like you know, you live in Long Island and there's a hurricane in you know, Georgia, and somebody's calling to see if you're okay in Long Island. All right, gear down, flaps full. This is gonna be a dive for the runway here a little bit. Chit-chatting too much, not paying attention. I got the power all the way back and we're coming in really fast. Should have slowed down a little bit earlier there. I'm not used to going 400 knots. Alright, we're going to get it down on the ground and hit the brakes really hard. Come on. Full braking. Flaps up. I think we're going to take the whole runway here to slow down. Can we make this turn off? No, probably not. All right. Well, there you go. Big Bear to Santa Ana. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and taxi left instead of over to the GA right. Since we're a jet, we're going to go over to the GA Jet Center there. Or at least where the bigwigs with their private jets park. Over on this side here. Alright, landing light off. And I had these static planes. You know, I set my simulator to make sure I had static planes in here, and that really hits me on the frames. I think I'm going to be upgrading my my CPU shortly. Matter of fact, I had a new CPU in my Amazon, you know, cart, and I just never pushed the purchase now. All right, we'll go over here to signature. I'm still running on a Ryzen 5 1600. We'll park over here next to this little 152. Appropriate, since that's what I learned to fly in real life. Alright, brakes on. If I stop hitting the mic, let's turn all the lights off. Get the engines off. I can't remember if I turned the sound up. I did not. I always love hearing the sound. The engines wind down. Open the door, pop out. Yeah, exactly. I wonder how much the candy bars cost here. There we go. Welcome to Santa Ana. Alright, I'm going to go see what my dog's barking about, but we'll call it a day for now. It was nice to be back and doing a few more hops. And until next time, take care. I can figure out how to get my ending screen on. There we go. Take care, guys. Till next time.